What's up, everybody? It's Hyperion here. First of all, I know it's been a while since I've done a YouTube video, and I do apologize for that. I did promise this year I would be doing more YouTube videos, and so I thought that while I was here by myself, not doing anything, and I was about to go on a rant on Twitter, that I would just do a YouTube video instead. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I will make as much of an effort as I can to get out more videos on the YouTube channel this year. So today I want to talk about grindy games because I'm kind of sick of grindy games being used as an excuse for publishers and developers to release as little content as possible. So I was playing WoW a few months ago, and one of the reasons why I quit WoW is because I just got bored of the game, because there's not enough content, not enough new content for me to feel like my time is being well spent. So, you know, in WoW, pretty much what happens is you have two options, right? You can do either PvP or PvE as endgame, and PvP is really, really great content, and that's all well and good, but I wasn't really doing PvP, so I was doing things more like raids and dungeons and stuff like that. The problem with WoW is that back in the day of WoW, in like the days of Lich King especially, instead of being one raid with 3 different difficulties, there was like 4 raids or 5 raids, and they were all either 1 or 2 different difficulties. And this is a trend that I'm seeing lately, especially with WoW, and certainly in games like Destiny and Anthem as well, where instead of there being a whole bunch of different content, publishers and developers are shrinking that content down to a very, very small sample size, right? And then they're just doing multiple difficulties for it. Well, there's a problem with that. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, even at multiple difficulties, gets really, really boring. It gets stale because you experience the same thing over and over again. And the reason why I'm ranting about this today is because I was about to fire up Anthem, because I bought a new graphics card 2 weeks ago, and I got Anthem as part of a bonus with the graphics card that I bought. And I decided to check out some streams to see what was going on, and I went into a stream that said Endgame Grinding. The title of the stream was Endgame Grinding. The game legitimately released less than 24 hours ago, and people are already reaching endgame content. And it was even said that the streamer even mentioned that now he's just going through the same content over and over again at harder difficulties. And it's really, 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 really annoying. To me, I don't really have too much of a problem with grindy games, but there needs to be a balance, right? You can't just release this tiny amount of content and then just release it at harder difficulties over and over again and expect people to be okay with that, because people like me are going to get bored, especially casual players. Like, they want to experience as much new content as possible. And I know everybody's saying, well, if you don't like grindy games, just don't play them. Yeah, I'm not going to play them, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to criticize them either. It's one of the reasons why I got bored of WoW. Again, Lich King, when it released, had like 3 or 4 different raids out of the gate. And it didn't do this stupid crap where it just released one raid at 3 different difficulties all the time. Because when you're somebody like me, those different difficulties might not even be a thing that you want to pursue, right? Because, like, I rated in Heroic, for instance, in WoW. I never rated in Normal, I never rated in LFR, and I never rated in Mythic. So essentially, that type of content is being wasted. I don't even get to experience that type of content because it's not applicable to me, right? It would be much, 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 much better if there was a bunch of content that everybody can experience together. So it's really, really disheartening. I think the term grindy right now is, especially by the developers and the publishers of these games lately, is being used as a ploy, as a trick to release as little content as they possibly can, get the game out there. And to me, it's lazy. To me, it's just straight up lazy. Like, I don't agree with this repeated over and over and over, same content over and over and over and over again at heart. Like, I just don't agree with that. I think it's stupid. I think it's boring. And I think for the majority of people, it's going to get stale. And that's why I feel like these games have such a short shelf life these days. I haven't even played Destiny lately because Destiny, quite frankly, to me got boring. I was doing the same thing over and over again. I was going into to do a strike, and then I was going in to do, I mean, it's you know, it just gets boring after a while, and I think the majority of the players are kind of getting sick of this, and I hope that the trend continues to go back to the way of old, where, you know, people would actually like put effort into their games and put effort into making their content before releasing it, because to me it just seems like it's lazy the way that these guys are doing it lately. So guys, that's a rant video here for you today. I know a lot of you enjoy my rants. I do appreciate you being here on the YouTube channel. I do want to release more videos this year. I said at the beginning of the year I would aim for 2 videos a month. I think that's going to be a good balance, as long as I find content enough content to warrant uploading at that rate. I know that's not a lot, but for me, I have a full-time job, I have a wife, I have a puppy, I stream 3-4 nights a week as well, so it's pretty tough for me. I know it's a bunch of excuses, right? But I will make an effort. I do promise to revamp a lot of the YouTube channel and a lot of the Twitch stream as well, which you can find all this links to the description below for you on all of those. So guys, that's it for me here today. Until next time, everybody, have a great night. Make sure you check me out on Twitch. Make sure you subscribe here for the next video whenever it hits, and I'll see you next time.